A heron's flight.
Iteal a Chorra-ghrithich.
I fly from my nest in the pine trees above the bridge. I have been here for so long. I have watched as the people cross this narrow stretch of water, fast flowing, deep, an opening to another loch, a place of passage.
Cúlas, Gealic, Cachalaí.
My nest in the canopy is home, the imprint of my ancestors and yours here upon this land.
Mhairich me hísearan.
A body was hung here, a crime. Murder created outrage, a body left to remind those who thought in a similar way. The bridge replaces the boats, back and forth, tickets and ice cream while they wait. A bridge unfinished, missing a bolt. The noise from above the water as a military aircraft passes enters like a sonic boom, ricochets, and then nothing. Silence. I can stand here in this place between land and sea for hours. I wait.
Tost, futa mi sisavan seo, fat uirin na híide san áide seo, idir muidir tíd, ha mi fihif.
I fly from my nest to the shore, Chorra-ghrithich, where the bishop of Argyll built a grand house. Sheltered in a bay, Porthjoen, a near island, quiet, calm. Ancient marks within the rocks, round pits filled with water from the sea and from the rain.
Coharan aarsi as na crican, slochgan críne, láin uisce, von vúd agus von Gealic.
One night, a boy slips into the water, quiet, gone. Beneath a wall, a figure was found, a female, a goddess, a balahulish carved alder wood with pieces of quartz for eyes. I watch from my place between sea and land as she was taken away, this beauty from the past, and what remains?
An tálaigh an seo, bholíne galab.
A burial cairn at the point called Ruamór, a chamber of mystery, lichen-covered round stones. 3 ash trees grow. Strength, fortitude, this place by the Narrows. Houses now line the road, a hotel, crofts and ducks, noise unexpected below the bridge.
Carn Gealic ag an tíre idir bhfuil an Ruamór, seomar iani.
At the end of the strait is a place called Old Town, Tuanich, from the north, of a time when place defines the human. This transient place today, a road runs right through. People are always on the move.
Áte siúlach an dú, ha rád a rui díirich traie.
I stand and I look at the water and I wait. The southern shores of Lochaber. I see great mountains. I see Loch Leven.
Córsich an Jesach Lochaber, hí mi na mór vianna, hí mi Loch Leven.
My claws upon the stones, each one contains a story from an ancient time.
Mus spuian na clachan, gach einiu a giúl an scialach bholín aarsi.
A pebble of quartzite. I change stance. My claw upon a pebble of limestone, bands of rock stretch from the hill to the shore. A slate quarry was here, I remember. Black rock on the shore and cradled in trees between the sea and the road. This land owned by Lochiel, with birch-clad southern-facing slopes stretching far down Loch Leven.
Le sléifjin bithach Gealic, a sínig amach fat a sias Loch Leven.
A grand home, and a story of tragedy, locked in a high bedroom, all dead, in a place on the hillside. Nether Lochaber stretches just further, overlooking mountain-girt Lochaber. People visit this place, hotels and guest houses, open rooms within the homes, and tiny places within the gardens, and they come, the visitors, to see the scenery, to take in the highland air, to sense the feel of the place, and then they go, this hospitable series of hamlets and villages.
An stre Iteal seo de bhailtin sdeachwachan.
An arterial route to the north and south of the west of Scotland, a place of transit, a liminal land, a bay of froth, Onich, where I stand and watch. Each stone tells a story, and a stone, Clach a Cara, almost wishes it was not there.
Ha cloch a charre, mar can roi a guye nach roi each around.
Crofting is a way of life, an essence of this place, and yet not accessible. On a hill close to this a fort I remember, and more stones with ancient marks. I see all things equally, and I measure it as such. I watch as people organise within a community. I see the churches, 2 different churches here, and a writer, Nether Lochaber, as he articulates ideas on place and the natural and the celestial worlds. Education is at the heart here, and an old school and village hall occupy a space within this village boundary, a gathering place, a learning place.
Ha sjaunskol agus tala skiden an suye te vestai kriach na vale seo. Atje krunjachi, atje iwnsachi.
I stand and I wait. A ferry back and forth all day at the Chorra Narrows. Passengers, cars, trucks, vans, bicycles, from one community to another. Words across the Narrows.
Brìgh had a chulish.
I am watching as the first car ferry begins in 1923. A family come from the town to run the inn, Catholics, new to the village. There is mistrust, a community split, but like the tide, the ferry is constant, safe passage back and forth. Brìgh, an essence. I am in flight low to the water. I pass the water of Brìgh, flowing down the gully, dropping into 8 pools and waterfalls.
Brìgh, Jo, ha mi ske lemme vreindis en uske. Ha mi dol sjachet uskech en roeie, doorstig tron skultig, na noch glochen agus esen.
Cold water from the earth. Through the village of Inchri, where planted woodland forms the backdrop to a tale of farm and forests, industry and a community, a strength and belonging and a desire to provide. Inchri, cascading, a barn and a dream. High on the hill, a township where no one now lives, Chorra-ghrithich. Spruce trees planted through homes, a place between. The rent book from 1772 tells of the past lives of those who have lived here. This memory fades, and the forestry roads alone mark a place of the past.
Ha in cuine seo shiel a gas, agus han a ráid an caimtirach gevain a chorrachig aja an an jachtri.
I wait. Then I see it, an eel camouflaged against the seaweed within the shallow water. I am quick, my beak grabs and I pull. It is strong. I flick my head from one side, my body senses a battle. I take to flight, holding it as tightly as I could. My strength is pushed as I try to rise. My sagacious spirit is broken.
Is mi a strid I éri, ha me spirit fatjanach Brìgh.
As I drop the eel, a small splash, gone into the dark water of the loch. I drop a little, my wings catch the water, an arc of droplets, 1, 2, 3, and I rise. I return to the heronry above the bridge. From here, I see the water of Nether Lochaber, the shores like a sketch, winding its way around between 2 narrows.
Hi mi uskechan Lochaber iachgrich, en klattig maar chwaad jamaf, is sniev itter da chulas.